morning, kings and queens. Welcome to Mornings with King Dave. Hope you're off to a great start to your day, end of your day. Whenever you're watching this video, thank you so much for watching. But today I wanted to talk about blame and how easy it is to just place blame on outside sources. Yesterday I was watching The Profit on CNBC. If you don't know what that show is, it's about business and it's about the main, I think his name is Mark, I can't remember. It's the first time I've actually watched the show. It was a series premiere, and he basically comes into failing companies and he invests and he takes control. And one of the things that I noticed while watching this yesterday, and this doesn't pertain just if you own a business, this pertains, you know, in your life, in your career, in your personal relationships. So don't just think it's about business. But I noticed that one of the partners who was supposed to be in charge, he's the main guy, and he basically, every single time the investor would ask why something had happened, he always placed blame elsewhere. He never took responsibility for not knowing why something happened. And one of the big issues came where after he made his initial investment, they had miscalculated what their debts were by like $200,000. And when they sat down, this head guy just, I had no idea about it. It was all his fault. It points to his, second in line. And it just struck a point because as we're growing and we want to improve, and that's what this whole Mornings with King Dave, being in charge of your kingdom is all about, is improving. If we want to improve, but we're telling ourselves lies by placing blame for things that we have responsibility for, we're not improving. We can't learn. We can't grow. So when we place blame elsewhere instead of within ourselves, then we fail to take that opportunity to learn. We fail to take that opportunity to grow and to improve. And just like in this case, he placed blame, they had no idea, and the investor just pointed out, he's like, look, ever since I got here, all you've done is blame other people. If you want to be an executive, if you want to be the top person, you have to realize that you have to take responsibility whether or not you did know or you didn't know. Because if you didn't know, it's your responsibility to know, and that's on you. And if you did know and you didn't say something, then that's also your fault because you knew. And that's the same thing in your job. If you're doing a project and you're like, oh, well, this is my first time, it was his fault for not telling me that I had to do this in this particular order. Well, if it's your first time, you should be asking questions to know why or know what the processes are for that project. Don't just sit back and say, oh, I'm just going to do what I think I should do, and if it's wrong, I'll just blame somebody else. But take responsibility, because when you take that responsibility, you own it in your mind. And by owning it, you give yourself the opportunity to learn. And that's just one thing that I saw yesterday. It stuck with me this morning when I was driving. I was thinking about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. Think about how often you place blame with other people. Do you place blame on a daily basis? Do you make excuses on a daily basis? Or do you take responsibility for things that which are your responsibility? Or that you should have responsibility for? So I hope you guys have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching. Thank you so much for watching. Love all the support. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. Be memorable. Live memorably. And until tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day. Peace out, guys.